There's a quiet crisis happening to men that nobody talks about, not because it's rare, because it's shameful to admit. When a man goes months or years without physical intimacy, something shifts, not just in his body, but in his mind, his behavior, his entire sense of self. He becomes someone different, withdrawn, defensive, desperate in ways he doesn't recognize. This isn't about sex. This is about what happens to the human psyche when one of its most fundamental needs goes unmet for too long. Let's talk about what really happens to a man when intimacy disappears. The first thing that changes is his self-worth. Intimacy is how most men experience validation, connection, and desirability. When it's absent, that validation disappears. He starts internalizing rejection, not from one person, but from existence itself. Psychologists call this touch starvation. Humans are wired for physical connection. It regulates our nervous system, releases oxytocin, reduces cortisol, and signals to our brain that we're safe and valued. Without it, the body enters a state of chronic stress. But beyond biology, there's identity. For many men, the ability to connect intimately is tied to their sense of masculinity, competence, and worth. When that connection is gone, it's not just loneliness, it's an existential question. Am I enough? Am I desirable? Do I even matter? The longer the absence, the deeper the question cuts. Research shows that prolonged lack of physical intimacy correlates with increased depression, anxiety, and emotional withdrawal. Men become guarded. They stop initiating, not just physically, but emotionally. They've learned that reaching out leads to rejection, so they stop reaching at all. The second transformation is behavioral. A man starved of intimacy becomes someone he doesn't recognize. Some men become hyper-focused on work, fitness, or achievement. It's displacement, pouring all that energy into something they can control, something that gives them measurable success when their personal life feels like failure. Others become withdrawn and passive. Why put in effort if the outcome never changes? This isn't laziness, it's learned helplessness. When someone experiences repeated rejection or indifference, their brain starts believing that action doesn't matter, so they stop trying. Then there's the third response, desperation. This is the man who becomes overly eager, too available, too invested too quickly. He's not being manipulative, he's starving, and when someone finally offers connection, he clings to it like a lifeline, which often pushes the other person away, restarting the cycle. There's also irritability and anger. Frustration doesn't just disappear, it accumulates. Small things trigger disproportionate reactions. He's not angry about the dishes or the traffic. He's angry about feeling invisible, unwanted, and powerless to change it. This isn't justification, it's explanation. Understanding what's happening doesn't excuse poor behavior, but it